So,
Good morning.
got
For
it.
me, it's evening for you. After a
Yes.
long day, you are being nice enough to cook with me and share. I actually looked this up. It says that
Yes.
this food is on the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah.
Just like, so I grew up, we call it corn mash, but then someone taught me it's fufu. But what do you call?
Ugali.
Ugali. So where are you? Tell me a little bit about where you live.
I am in Kenya. I am in Kenya right now, in the western part of Kenya, deep in the village. Yay. And ugali is our major delicacy here. If I or anybody around in the village don't take ugali for 2 days, that's a death sentence right there.
What? It's like
They might die.
it's very interesting. In Native American culture, similar. We say that you have to eat corn regularly to be able to live. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, now you said a big storm
So
is
is it.
coming. You said a big storm is coming, that you might lose internet and power. So we have to cook really fast. But this you said is simple to make.
Yeah, this is very simple, but it has to be simple because it's a majority a delicacy. So yes, and usually here when it's about to rain, we lose electricity, and yeah. So let's get to it. If I lose electricity, my Wi-Fi is going as well. So let's boil water. Put some water.
I have
So
water.
water or water. Okay. Put some water and boil water. Let me just.
Yes. Now you had said, is it corn? So we have two types of corn here. We have corn flour, and
Yeah.
then we have corn meal, and it's just a little bit bigger corn. Do you know? What?
No, corn flour. Corn flour would be okay.
Yeah.
I
So
don't even know the difference. Are
it's
they
just
made of maize anyway?
how big it's ground. So cornmeal is a little bigger corn,
Oh, yeah.
and flour is
Yeah.
smaller.
Flour. Let's go with the flour.
Okay.
Then you gotta bring water.
Well, I got distracted and I forgot to turn the heat on. Oop.
Ready.
All right.
Yeah.
The heat is on. Now do you eat this just plain, or do you flavor it? Like, what are different flavors you use with it?
Well, majority just have it plain like that. Majority of people just have it plain like that. But if you want to just spice it up, you can put some butter if you have. Yeah, we have margarine, but I'm not gonna put anything today, or just to flavor. And some people put a little bit of a pinch of salt, just to taste,
Yeah.
But you can have it dry or something like that, or different. And today I'm going to use a different flour. I'm not going to use a maize flour. We usually use a maize flour, but I have a different flour. I have millet, millet plus cassava, dry cassava, and then we make a flour out of it. So I'm gonna
millet
make
and
my
cassava
ugali.
mixed together. Yeah, I have cassava
Yes.
too. I have cassava flour.
Flour.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it?
I mean, you can make with corn, and then I make with the other different one.
Here it is.
Let me see. So it just depends on.
Yeah, I have cassava flour.
You too. Nice.
All right. There we go. Cassava.
Beautiful. Here, I have a whole lot of it. As I told you, this is something that you don't miss in the house. Look at mine. All this, all this.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. We're gonna use the. My water is now boiling. I didn't put so much.
And your
water,
heater is
just a little
better
bit.
than mine. Mine is not. So
So my heater is I mean, it's a bit fast, but we're controlling it.
I have a gas heater. You have electric one?
Oh. No, gas as well.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so I grew up, we would eat this many times sweet. We would put some, with the corn, we would put some honey and butter in it. But I think that's just because we were kids and mom wanted us to eat more of it.
Yeah. Wow.
So
And then do you have this for making the ugali, this? I don't know how to call it in English.
just a spoon?
No, it's not, this is not, how do I call it?
Let's see. Let's see. Does it have to
I
be
know how to
wood?
call it in my language, kuon.
Does it have? I have a pink one.
That's more of that this is flat. It's not like a ladle, but this is it. So this, you see, because of the surface, you can do this with it.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
So I will point the camera down on my, well,
My water is almost coming together.
so is it very hot there today? Oops, wrong one.
It's not as hot as it was yesterday, but not very hot, really. No, not hot today.
Okay, my water is finally starting to boil.
Weather is friendly.
Yeah, it's the beginning of fall here, so
You're preparing for winter is coming.
but I still haven't turned the heat on yet, but I don't think you don't have to turn heat on ever. Yeah.
Yes, but sometimes we do, because sometimes it gets very hot here, very hot. And you know, as we just have one weather, year in, year out. Summer.
All right. So the water is boiling. I will point the camera at the water here, so then you can boss me around. Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, let's see.
So,
There it is.
wow. Okay, it's boiled. Put okay. Flour, we call it unga here. Put it little by little, and then
Which kind of flour?
Let's use the maize flour.
All right. So I'm just stirring it in slowly.
Yes.
Now with the cassava, I know cassava is a lot harder to cook because it gets lumpy a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I doing it good?
You're fine. Oh, put a lot of it. Well, put more again, more again.
It gets lumpy real quick.
Wait a minute. No, wait. The water has to be very hot and simmering. The water has to simmer.
I guess you can't see that it is. Yeah, it's all simmering.
Oh, good. Then add more flour.
But yeah, it gets lumpy real quick. Well, I have an idea. I can use an egg beater. I have this thing that you use for beating eggs.
Add more flour.
I think it's boiling really hard. I think I need to turn it down. before I run out of water. Now, how thick are you trying to make it?
Because you have to make it very thick.
Okay.
You'd rather use the pink stuff than the egg beater.
All right, I turned it down to half temperature.
You also need to make it so even. Doesn't have to have lumps on it.
No lumps.
No, otherwise that's not a good ugali. No flour lump.
So are you trying to make it more like bread or more like?
More like the way you make the dough. Yes, more like porridge, and then you continue and making it even until it becomes solid without lump, and then you just continue.
Are you cooking? You want to show what you're doing too, or you're too busy bossing me around? Yeah.
Bossing around. I'll show you.
But yeah, I grew up, we just called this cornmeal.
I'll just show you my end product.
We used to, if you make this really, really thick, we used to then cut it like a bread and fry it later. Do you always eat this only fresh?
Yeah, and
Okay.
you eat it with a stew. Say beef stew, chicken stew, fish stew. Yeah, or vegetables, fresh kale, spinach. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do I add butter to it now or just after it's cooked?
Oh my goodness. Yes, you could add butter now, but the best time to add butter was when the water was simmering before
Okay.
adding the flour. Yes.
Was
Sorry, we missed that.
So.
Also, fine.
I'm a fat guy. I have to have a lot of butter. So, and how can you tell when it's ready? Just tasting it?
Has to be, let me see. No, add more flour.
Because I mean, it's really thick, see?
No, that's not thick. That's not thick. Add more flour. I'd like to show mine, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how to show it, but anyway, let me I have a small stove though. And then I'll show you. You need to add more flour because it's very, very not solid.
But I'm afraid if I add flour now, it won't get cooked.
No, that's ugali. Add flour. And then make sure you mix it well.
Mm-hmm. I think the secret to this is good corn.
What?
Especially if you had fresh ground corn, yeah? So, oh, where'd you go?
I am here making mine.
So you serve it with a stew, or I guess anything. Like in other countries, they eat rice.
No, add more flour.
More flour? It's almost no moisture at all. Are you making like a bread?
Yes. Okay. So make sure that flour gets into every place, yeah.
So when you go to buy the flour, the flour is just fresh ground, or is it sometimes pretty old? Because sometimes when we go to the store, we buy flour that's like a year old. I think the secret to this is
Here we have machines that make that flour for you.
So-
So what you need to do is just you take your maize, maize and millet or whatever you want to make out of your flour, and then you take it to the machine, and then you get your flour.
oh, okay. So when you want it, they grind it fresh.
Yes, fresh.
Do people have the machine at their house?
Oh, it's at a designated shopping centers.
Oh,
So
okay.
people pay for it. I think 2 kgs of grounded flour would cost you 10 shillings. That is $0.1.
So very, very cheap.
Yeah. Yes. To ground that. Yeah.
All right. It's starting to get crispy on the bottom a little bit.
Mm.
So
Mine is not coming together. I need to cut it. So let me see.
see now it's very, very dry. Almost no moisture.
It needs to dry more than that. But yeah, fine. It's the beginning, don't worry.
So in the end, is it supposed to have like clumps, like little balls, or?
Don't laugh, just very smoothly done.
Yeah, I grew up, we would almost always have this for breakfast. We would have corn.
Breakfast?
Yep,
Wow.
so it was like energy for the whole day,
Yes.
but you said you eat it with stew or stewed spinach, so more like evening meal.
Yes. Yeah, it can be any day, anytime meal. Can be breakfast. People can have it with tea. But and then you can also have it lunch. You can have it dinner. So
Oh, in a soup? You just drop it in a soup?
yes, you drop it in a soup.
So you want this very dry then if you want to add it to the soup.
Absolutely.
Can you show yours, or you're doing cassava?
Yes,
then?
I'm doing cassava and millet, and it's a mixture of cassava, millet, and maize flour, maize. So those 3 combination, I'm doing that. So let me
Okay.
show you how it turned out. I'm just making it presentable. 1 minute.
Making it presentable. If it's going in my belly doesn't have eyes.
Well, your eyes is fine. So make it appealing to the eye.
So you had said that you like to serve this with fish and coconut. How do you cook that?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, is that it? You just put
So this
coconut
is
water?
mine. Oh, I'm sorry. Come up again.
So when you make the fish and coconut, you just put coconut water and then cook the fish in it, and but no
Coconut
flavor?
milk.
Coconut milk?
Coconut milk. Yeah.
Oh, what flavors with it? Does it matter?
No, you can choose whichever flavor. But usually spicy. Hot.
Yes.
So this is it. This is how mine looks like. Let me show you. This is my ugali.
That's pretty. It's too pretty to
Yeah.
eat on that plate.
So this
Here's
this
my
is
plate.
millet. Ooh, that's so pretty too.
Yeah. I saw this plate and I spent a local artist made this, and I was just like, that will be my plate for cooking.
Wow,
So,
that's beautiful.
but now I need, how do I make it pretty like you did?
Oh,
I'm
nice.
trying. I'm good at cooking lots
Good.
of food, but not cooking things pretty. So here we go. Ta-da.
Yay.
There you go. Pretty like you.
Pretty like me.
Like you made.
Good.
So how you said you wanted to make this with coconut and fish. Do you just put the coconut water in and then you add the fish, or what's the order?
No, that is a different dish. That's a side. That's what. Yeah. So you make fresh. You start from
There you go. I have a pepper to go
putting,
with the fish.
Yeah. So if you had your fish, you have to cook it separate from this. You don't have to
yeah.
put it on top of the maize. Yes. And then so you make it different, and then you eat it with that.
So what will you eat this with now that you just made?
I'm gonna make vegetables and meat stew.
Okay, just like a stir fry.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went to look this up, and I was like, I didn't realize that they had a list of food that is considered culturally important. I knew, so this right here is on the UNESCO Representative List of Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity, one of the few foods on the list.
Wow.
Do you know that? It's just like, wow.
I didn't know that.
It has a very long list of different names because different countries and different areas call it different, but
yes.
I feel special because I grew up eating this. We eat it with different flavors than you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We would always eat it more like a, I don't know, more like a cereal. No, because we'd have it with salt and pepper, or sometimes if there was leftovers of this, my mom would save it for the next day, and then she would fry it and we'd eat it again. But
nice.
So all right, do you have any final words to talk about?
No, I am so excited that I've done this with you, and I look forward to another dish. I don't know which one. Oh, maybe I will take you through, but I don't know if you can get it there. We call it omena here, sardine, but dried sardine.
Oh,
it's a delicacy here.
Okay.
So maybe if you want to try it one of these days, I look forward to that. And thank you for having me. I hope someone will learn to cook ugali.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, R.